Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Yeah, Jesus Christ. That's what I get for not having the engineer here. Anyway, folks, good evening. It's a Saturday Night Troll Show, episode number 5. I am the master of ceremonies, the man they call Ghost, folks, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me on another edition of the Saturday Night Troll Show. Once again, my apologies for the intro being played at the beginning. I don't have the engineer here. I'm the only maniac that actually works 6 days a week, man. Anyway, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. I want to let everybody know that, yes, I did fall off the wagon. If you did not listen yesterday to the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, I did go ahead and I fell off the wagon. But you know what? Who cares? Go ahead and get some more beer. And let's go ahead and let's just get right into the damn troll show, all right? Now, folks, for the first hour for the Saturday Night Troll Show, we're going to have a little bit of a dialogue, for a lack of a better term. And what I'd like to discuss with the individuals that are listening to the broadcast right now, and the reason I want to talk about this, let me go ahead and give a preamble, is because I know that cyber culture encapsulates the subject matter that I want to discuss here this evening. And I'm going to open up the phone lines because I'm very curious to hear what in the blue hell people actually have to say about this subject. And I'm talking about the adult fascination with cartoons. All right? Can somebody please give me this explanation that for whatever reason I'm finding it very hard to comprehend, first and foremost. And secondly, okay, let's give people the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say, okay, they like cartoons. All right, they like watching cartoons. Okay, that's great. If they're a capitalist, they can do whatever they want to do. When it starts becoming really disturbing, when it starts becoming really, really pathetic as far as I'm concerned, is when you have these same individuals who are literal fanboys of these damn cartoons start sexualizing these cartoon characters. Now, the interesting part about the sexualization of many of these cartoon characters is that some of them, they don't even have to be goddamn people. Now, I know that there's some anime and tohu and hentai fruits that are out there saying, oh, well, Ghost, I mean, I like the way they look. I mean, they encapsulate the most beautiful fine points of women that I like, and they're like the perfect woman, and I wish I had myself one of those anime chicks and tohus. Hey, asshole, that's why you're alone right now playing with your pecker shaft and, going and resorting to fantasizing about a fictitious woman that will never, ever be with you, because let me tell you something, all right? For especially you anime pricks, you people that are infatuated with these oriental looking like prepubescent faced girls that are voluptuous in the breast department, voluptuous in the ass department, and yet they have skinny waists and skinny legs. That does not exist, you morons, all right? And even if it did exist, I've said this time and time again, even if those types of chicks did exist, if they do exist, what makes you believe that they want to be with you? What makes you think that they want to be with you? And even if you wish you could, you have to do one of two things. You either have to physically make yourself physically attractive so that these women that you fascinate about, that are in no other place except goddamn cartoons, you've got to put yourself in the physical characteristics necessary to attract such a woman And even then, you're not guaranteed if you're going to get that type of a woman, even if you are a musclehead, even if you are chiseled and ripped. It doesn't matter. Or you become an unbelievable capitalist and you buy one of these women. And even then, that's a finite amount of time. You're not necessarily buying those women and thinking that they're going to look like that for the rest of their lives. That's another warped misconception that a lot of you tohu, anime, and hentai morons believe, that once you get that, oh, she looks like a hentai, she looks like an anime chick, oh, she's so beautiful, and yeah, maybe she is. Maybe she is beautiful for right now. Once she gets comfortable, once, she's realizing that she doesn't have to look like an anime chick because she's with you, that's when all of a sudden those characteristics that you're, with all due respect, self-absorbed ass appreciated about this woman, they're going to start fading away. Oh, they all fade away, man. Don't get me wrong. I know all you assholes out here believe that, I'm going to get the fine-ass chick, and when I get her, I'm going to be this and that. They all fade away. Beauty fades away, all right? I mean, there are countless women that are old leather bags right now that actually used to be a fine piece that everybody wanted, all right? I mean, you have to understand, Elizabeth Taylor was wanted by everybody back in the 50s and the 60s, and take a look at her in the 80s and the 90s, for Christ's sake. In the 90s, this broad had a hole in her head. I don't want to get into it, but listen, the bottom line is everything fades away. And what's the unfortunate side effect of the tohu, anime, hentai perspective of the cartoon sexualization is that even if these people were able to get these women that look like this, they wouldn't want to be with them. So at least I can somewhat, I'm not even going to rationalize, I just can see a connection in which these morons that are hentai lovers and anime lovers and the tohu lovers, at least they are trying to wish they had something resembling a female. Now, let's take a look at these other disgusting, infatuating, sexualized perverts that like other cartoons. Now, folks, there is an epidemic that's happening that's rather prevalent called furries. And for you folks that are unfamiliar with furries, these are really, really warped individuals in my view. And I know there's some people in here that listen to this broadcast that are furries. That's your prerogative. I don't care. You come at me as a furry, don't expect me to just all of a sudden be like, oh, look at this. Come on into my house, furries. And no. I think that people that are furries, there's something wrong with your freaking head. I'm sorry. That's my perspective. That's the beautiful part about living in a free society. I can think and feel what I want. But furries are individuals that dress up like cartoonish animals, like freaking mascots. All right? I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding. There's actually conventions for this stuff, and not only in these conventions, from what I understand, is they all get together dressed up as their goddamn favorite cartoonish mascot. They show up to these conventions, and from what I understand, the rumor is that because they're all in hotels, these damn conventions, these sick-ass perverts like to have kind of, furry sexual orgies while in their goddamn mascot freaking costume, man. I'm not joking. Some of these people believe that they're foxes and they're freaking... you know what? I don't even want to know. I don't care. I don't care. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't get what this is all about. I think that these people are very disturbed, and we need to have a discussion about this because this is a big part of cyber culture. This is a big part of individuals who are trolls. This is a big part of individuals who are internet savvy. There's a direct correlation with these people that actually are on the internet for a good portion of their lives, and this hentai anime, tohu, furry, and let's not forget, folks, let's not forget this My Little Pony crap. Oh, good God. Oh, God. My Little Pony is the worst, folks, all right? My Little Pony is the worst. And the reason I say this is because, first and foremost, My Little Pony was initially a cartoon that was geared towards little girls. And now, for whatever reason, and if you want my personal opinion, I think it was a troll that, unfortunately, socially retarded people took seriously, for a lack of a better term. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but they took it seriously. And now what you have here, it's okay, they're bronies, they're a little innocent kind of, not all of them, but, they're not very social. They find some kind of social solace in going to these kinds of conventions and commiserating with people look at me, I like this cartoon, we're this, we're that. But then you have, all right, and then you have this aspect of the brony community that actually sexualizes the cartoon. And what's really, really sick is that a lot of these people that are a part of this component of sexualizing cartoons, because of the internet, they think it's funny. They think it's hilarious that, they are able to show off cartoons in sexualized capacity. They think that it's somehow getting them some kind of shock value or something to that capacity. I relate the brony, furry type of phenomena. I relate it to, the freak shows that like to pierce their faces 1,000 times. The people who have nipple piercings and pierce their genitals and that sort of thing. It's that idea in which people really get off on grossing people out. And where does this come from? It comes from an upbringing of being, maybe slapped in the back of the head their whole lives. They were never a part of any kind of in-crowds. They didn't really understand how to be social. So the only way that they were able to kind of make any kind of interaction with anybody is if they delved in the most grotesque, disgusting, pathetic kind of behavior possible, so that individuals could somehow gather around this particular subject matter. So, in my view, I think that a lot of these individuals that are partaking in these cartoonish social circles are individuals that really aren't very social. Now, okay, let's just say that there's a social component involved in why we have all these cartoons, these fantasized cartoons, these adult fascinations with cartoons, this sexualization of cartoons. I mean, it's the social component. Well, then who do we blame for the social component? I mean, I unfortunately have to go back to the single-parent aspect. I'd like to get to know how many people were either in a single-parent home that like this type of nonsense, or their father was an unbelievable cuck that was probably getting pegged by mother. Now, if you don't know what pegged is, don't look it up. All right, but I'm just saying, I think there's a certain level of consistency here. I'm just saying. So anyway, with that being said, I'd like to open up the phone lines right now, and I'm looking at the phone lines. I mean, we got, look at it, blown up. Everybody wants to talk about this subject matter because I'm sure there's people out here that actually want to, want to discuss this subject, actually have something to talk about, that want to defend this subject matter. Once again, I personally believe it's a social component that is driving a lot of these folks into these weird, perverted fantasization of these cartoons. I think it's disgusting. And look, right now I'm getting tweeted at by a bunch of sick-ass bronies like this idiot Scarlet Moon and all these other people out here, Twilly Atkins and Alt Furries Unite and all these other people tweeting at me. And you know what they're tweeting at me? These sick, disgusting, shocking type of pictures. And you see, that is not, there's nothing funny about that. There's nothing shocking about that. What it says to me, that you should be on a fucking sexual predator database. That's what it says to me. Excuse my French, I'm sorry. I just think that people that think that, sexualizing cartoons is somewhat of a joke should be on a sexual predator database. I'm just saying, especially a cartoon that was initially geared towards little girls. I strongly believe that if you're going to sexualize these cartoons, I personally believe that you belong in a goddamn sexual predator website, man. I'm not even joking around. Man. I think that I don't know. Maybe I'm warped. Maybe I'm the bad guy because, I mean, if I'm going to sexualize anything, I want a live woman with nice knockers and maybe a decent derriere. And, yeah, I'm a face guy, too, so I'm not just some idiot that goes after some skankosaurus for the body. I mean, she's got to at least look pretty in the face there. And, you see, that's a problem with some of you gentlemen. You guys out here, you want to go out and go after these women for their bodies, and yet they got the butter face. You know what I'm saying? They got the butterface, everything butterface, and that's what you guys, I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, I want to hear from you, all right? I want to hear from you. What do you have to say about this? All right, now we got a lot of callers here from the anonymous. We're going to get rid of some of these anonymous callers here because we know that, some of these people are tards. And think that, if they call up and repetitively, play the song of an effeminate black animation, that somehow that is achieving a level of worthiness that, in my opinion, it just signifies that they're a waste of life that should become Soylent Green, for the animals that are actually going to be, well, never mind. Anyway, let's continue going here. I want to hear from you. What do you think about this cartoon fascination nonsense? All right? What do you have to say about this? Where do you think it comes from? I mean, how do we stop it? The reason I'd like to stop it, it's feminizing the males. Every male that watches these things, with all due respect, are somewhat effeminate and don't want to get out of a Toys R Us land. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Hey, asshole, you have to grow up, all right? I know that you dumbasses don't want to grow up, but you've got to grow the hell up.
Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit MBUSA.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just four walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit MBUSA.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
So with that being said, let's go ahead and take some callers here. I'd like to hear somebody really try to enlighten me on this whole disgusting, pathetic movement of not only adults being fascinated with cartoons, but also adults sexualizing cartoons in general. I'd like to hear from you. 516-453-9903 is the number to call. Let's go ahead and take some callers here, okay? Because I don't get it. All right, I don't get it. How about, let's see, who do we have here? How about, I mean, these are all anonymous callers. How about 505? What do you have to say about the cartoon fetish? of the internet.
Really, I get picked up first. It's me, Bumbles. I got a new phone number, so yeah. But I think it's absolutely bloody disgusting. It's disgusting.
You think it's disgusting? What's going on, Bumbles? Are you all right, man? You sound like you're kind of, talking a little low. Is everything all right?
Oh yeah, just try not to cause too much noise. But yeah, it's bloody disgusting.
It's disgusting, right? I mean, what is the sexualization of cartoons? Where do you think it comes from?
I think it comes from the people that are literally in the attics of the basement coming out, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is way better. This is way better." I think that's literally their perspective. I mean, it's coming from grown bronies, and yeah, pretty much what's going on there.
Man, yeah. Hey, Bumbles, very, very good analysis there. We'll come back to you there, Bumbles, on Radio Graffiti. I want to get everybody's analysis on this. I mean, maybe I'm the dumb one. Maybe me liking an actual live woman and, seeing a live woman that actually looks like a voluptuous eye candy. I mean, maybe I'm stupid now. Maybe I should be looking at a cartoon. Maybe I should be looking at a hentai and being like, oh, yeah. I mean, I want to hear from you. How about 716? What do you have to say about this?
Hey, Ghost. What's up, man?
How you doing?
Doing good. So you're talking about this animation, cartoon nonsense, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd like for somebody to give me some insight on it. I mean, maybe I'm out of, maybe I'm out of character. Maybe I'm off my rocker. Maybe I'm long in the tooth.
Well, did you know cartoons were first made in 1908 in a French animative by Emily Cole?
Yeah. So?
Oh, okay. So I want to give you. I need to get some big news to give you. I don't know if you knew, but it seems like a soccer star is suing Konami for his likeness being in the game without his permission. PES 2017.
Who's that again?
Diego. His name is Diego Maradona.
Maradona. That must be a UFC fighter, right?
No, it says. Well, it says ex. It says he's an ex-footballer from like
ex-footballer. Okay.
Yeah.
So what he's doing is he's going to sue a game for using his likeness, but didn't the game possibly license the actual distribution of the game with the league itself?
I don't even know, to be honest with you, but he did say his lawyer will initiate the corresponding legal actions, as he say on his Facebook page.
Well, that's a very interesting story, man. Hey, thank you for enlightening us on that. I mean, look, if it's an ex-footballer and they're trying to sue a gaming company because their likeness is on the game, they need to go back to their league for which they are playing, because that's where the licenses are distributed for such games, and that's all there is to it. So anyway, look, and look, I've got people here saying adults have sexualized cartoons since the 72. That doesn't make it right, fruit bowls. I mean, what I love about you morons is that every time that I put out something that, regular society did not accept prior to the internet's incepting it in the brains of, socially retarded people, every time that I say, hey, look, this is wrong, this is not good, you try to justify it by, well, everybody was doing it before, so it makes us okay with doing it. Yeah, I'm just trying to write nice stories. That's all I'm trying to do about incontinence. I'm just trying to write nice stories. So that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, in my view, I just think that this is why the Internet's being cracked down, if you want my personal opinion. The Internet's being cracked down upon because of trolling, the massive harassing, cyber-stalking type trolling, the sexualization of cartoons. I mean, if you want my personal opinion, man, listen, I think that I think that pornographic material in general, and maybe this goes back to my conservative days, but I think there needs to be something done about that. I think there needs to be more regulation of pornographic material. Now, what I mean by that, I think that there needs to be, like they put on cigarettes, like they put on tobacco, they put those warning labels on that if you consume this, you may or may not get cancer. I think that we need to put warning labels on pornographic material. And the reason I say that, folks, is because pornographic material in the modern age has turned more and more disgusting and violent. And a lot of these males believe that women really want, to be, ball-gagged and hog-tied and be slapped in the face while, having some kind of sexual liaison and think that afterwards they're going to want to cuddle. And, no, that's not the way it works. There should be some kind of a goddamn label before every pornographic goddamn scene saying, look, these people are paid to do this. This will never happen to you. These scenes are fictional. These scenes are fictional. So that's why, in my personal opinion, I'm not against some of this crackdown that's happening. I'm actually liking it a little bit. Like, for instance, what we talked about this last week, what's happening to YouTube right now. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. Because in my view, right now, the kind of content that's being produced by folks is dumbing down the actual listening and viewing and content searching audience. I'm glad that people like Boogie are not going to be able to make a goddamn fortune like they were off YouTube. I'm glad people like PewDiePie and all these other morons, I'm glad that they're taking pay cuts. Because in my view, I think that they are a contributing factor. They are a legitimate contributing factor to the degradation of our society. And I think that it shouldn't even end there. If we're going to go internet regulation, because it seems that's where we're going, folks. I don't want it, but it's going to happen. We should have been a little bit more cognizant of it, and we're not. I still got people tweeting at me all kinds of vile and disgusting pornographic internet cartoon material, and they think it's funny. This is why, morons, no one is going to be anonymous here in the next, I would say in the next 2 years, no one is going to be anonymous online. No one is going to be anonymous online. So for all you folks that are posting all this cartoon crap, you're going to be exposed for who you are. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing, because I wouldn't want to hire somebody, in my view, that sexualizes cartoons. As an employer, I would want to know. I would want to know if somebody is actually, into this disgusting sexualization of cartoons, because I wouldn't want to hire them. And the reason I wouldn't want to hire them, it's not based upon any kind of prejudice, even though I don't like these bastards. It's a liability aspect. How do I know that these sick-ass, over-sexualized freak shows aren't going to utilize my business as somewhat of a meat market to partake in this sick, disgusting, despicable, demented activity? And remember, what did Martin Luther the King say? Martin Luther the King said that he had a dream that people would be judged by the content of their character. And you see, this is what all this comprises of. The sexualization of cartoons, this idea of how you conduct yourself online, this is the content of your character. All right? Now, people are, of course, you Aspie autists, you like to sit here and say, wait a minute, are you asking for internet regulation? Hey, asshole, it's happening. I've tried, and you can look back, Capitalist Army, SOPA. We have tried to keep this internet as free as we possibly can. And, just like with anything else, people screw everything up. The more people came on the internet, the more and more this whole damn place turned into a goddamn cesspool. And I was on the day and age of the internet back in the 90s, in which everybody who was on at that time, was they actually had to have some kind of sense. They actually had to have some kind of computer knowledge, or they actually had to be rich enough to be able to afford a computer. And everybody that was on the internet at that time was a very, very smart person, a very affluent person. I mean, I have a lot of correspondence from folks that I used to do a lot of internet dirt with back in the day. And you see now that more and more people have easy access to the internet, and I don't think that everybody should have internet access. They're bitching at Trump about this whole net neutrality bullshit, excuse my French, that we're supposed to just give everybody internet access as a right or something. Bull crap. Absolutely not. I mean, giving internet as a right is how we got here. I think that you need to get yourself on the internet and not provide. I mean, I am serious about this. I think the internet has completely gone into a realm of just disgusting, despicable congregation of life losers. And that's really the sad part about it, It's a congregation of life losers, and it's really despicable that is the majority of the population of the internet. I mean, and let's just think about it. What are people getting on the internet for anyway? I mean, it's funny because you've got this tool, this unbelievable innovation in which you can learn anything you want. Anything you want, you have it at your fingertips. Why do you think I know so much? Because I read. I don't get on the internet and partake in it like you idiots on the internet, drawing hentai and doing all this ridiculous nonsense that ain't going to make you one bit of sense. And I mean, not just the head sense. I'm talking about sense in your pocket. You people that are fetishing around cartoons and having fandoms around ridiculousness. I mean, in my view, I mean, that's why I know so much, man. I use the tool of the internet to enhance my intellectual potential, to enhance my ability to understand the world, to learn things. Now that we have people, with all due respect, a lot of people that don't deserve to be on the internet, they are now clogging. They're clogging the bandwidth lines of fiber optic networks with the garbage. And look, I mean, I'm looking at all these idiots tweeting at me nothing but a bunch of brony garbage and sexualized crap. I mean, this is why internet regulation is coming. And I don't want it, but it's coming. And you want to know why it is? There is now not enough of us who were on the internet when the whole thing began that loved the internet for what it was, a tool for knowledge, communication, the ability to be able to communicate with other smart and brilliant individuals, convey ideas, exchange concepts, be able to change the world. Folks, the guys and the females that I used to talk to back in the 90s, this is why in True Capitalist Radio I was able to prognosticate so many things during the Trump election. And the reason I was able to prognosticate things was because the individuals that I used to congregate with and, talk to on the internet back in the 90s, these folks are now the constructors of the surveillance states of not only this country but other countries. I mean, we understood our position at the time on the internet in which we realized that we were going to be the ones that helped facilitate the progress of the growth of the internet, and not just the internet for the human beings that are just regular everyday Joe Schmoes, all right, but also the governments, because the governments don't even know this technology. You think the bureaucrats know about this technology? You think the bureaucrats understand about this? Absolutely not. But there are now not enough of us. Those of us that grew up with the idea that, and when I mean grew up, I'm talking like, in the 90s, 1993 was like literally the infancy of mainstream internet. And I literally was on then, and I'm on right now. Those of us that kind of grew with this this whole network have realized that, like the whole proverbial saying goes, people ruin everything. And now that we have given the people the ability to just go ahead and get on the internet at will, we have brought upon life's bowels of society, people that are disgusting on the outside as well as the inside. And now what the internet has done is been able to go and have the internet be used as a means of just making other people's lives miserable from afar, or by, trying to sexualize something, shock something, that sort of thing. Like this idiot over here, seriously Danny J. He's sitting over here sending me sexualized cartoons thinking that is going to shock me to some capacity. Instead, what it does, and I'm glad your picture's there, because to be honest with you, if anybody sees seriously Danny J on Twitter, look at this guy's picture. Look at this guy's picture right here. It makes sense why seriously Danny J. All right, let's just go ahead and put seriously Danny J on Twitter. It makes sense why this moron is sitting there waxing his carrot to goddamn freaking cartoons. You see this? Look at this. This is it right here. These are the people that should not be online. Look at this freak show. Look at the picture of this freak. Yeah, you think this guy's making a contribution to society, for heaven's sake? Huh? You think that this guy's making some kind of a goddamn contribution to society? Give me a break. This is it, though, man. This is it. This is what you get right here, folks. And this is the internet. And to be honest with you, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I mean, I think maybe the internet should be curbed, I don't think that we should have free internet for every Tom, Dick, and Harry out here. I think that the internet price for broadband should go up as far as I'm concerned. I don't think that the internet should be for everybody. I mean, the internet is a privilege, not a right. And you see, we've got way too many people in loser parts of society are able to go and are able to come up on here and conduct themselves like this. And I just don't think so. So in my view, even though I have tried, this internet is going to be regulated. And if it's going to be regulated, then maybe it's for the best. Because as I stated, I mean, look at this guy. Seriously, Danny J, this idiot, Scarlet Moon, his freaking Twitter is, what is it, Scar-a-Site? That's SCARASYTE. I mean, do you think that I would want to employ people like this? Do you think I would want to employ people like this and have it a liability issue that these people, if they're sexualizing cartoons, that they could potentially do something that could jeopardize your business? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm serious. I mean, just imagine. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's in these freaking people's minds that are out here, sexualizing cartoons. I mean, these people could, who knows? Who knows what they're capable of? I don't know. I don't want to know.
Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just 4 walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit MBUSA.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
So, in the end, remember, you could sit here and look, people are like, oh, Ghost, you're for internet regulation. Oh, that's communist. Hey, I was never for internet regulation, you morons. Internet regulation is coming, and it's coming because of you. It's coming because of you people. And to be honest with you, I have felt the brunt end of the despicable, vile bowels of trolls. All right? What? Seriously, Danny J, you deleted your tweets, man? Wait a minute, you're not going to stand by that? You're not going to stand by the sexualization of cartoons. You're going to go ahead and you're going to erase the damn the tweets now. Come on! I thought you wanted to stand by your little sexualization of cartoons, man. So that's why I'm saying, I mean, I believe that, maybe we need an internet that exposes everybody's identity so that people that do this, I mean, I would like to know who these people are. I'm not joking around. I would genuinely like to know who in the hell these people that are conducting themselves on the internet and sexualizing cartoons, I would want to know who they are, because first and foremost, I would not hire these people as an employer. Secondly, if I found out they were living in my freaking neighborhood, I would have a neighborhood meeting. I'm not even joking around. I mean, we have to do this. We got to take care of our children, folks. We got to take care of our neighborhoods. I would have a meeting in which we identify people that for whatever reason get on the internet and sexualize cartoons that are meant for little girls, little children. So in my personal opinion, I think it's great. I think this is maybe what we should do. I mean, listen, I don't want it, but internet regulation's coming anyway, and you folks made it, you made it. You brought it on here. You brought it on. And look, maybe, just maybe, there was some kind of psychotronic type of situation happening with the airing of My Little Pony. And let me explain what I mean by that. Maybe the makers, the creators of My Little Pony, maybe they were trying to get a message that went completely over the head of most of the people that watched the My Little Pony broadcast. And I'm not saying if there's anything bad or anything wrong about being an Asperger autist, but there seems to be a fair level of consistency with people that like this, and not just this, but like other kind of fantasization of cartoons. But maybe there was something that My Little Pony was doing that went over the heads of you stupid, dumbass autists. Maybe, just maybe, My Little Pony was trying to make you sick, twisted fruits. Maybe, just maybe, trying to make you sick, twisted fruits. Capitalists. That's right. Yeah, that's right. But you know what? Instead, what did you do? You fell for the whole soft, friendship is magic. I'm a fruit bowl. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm a fruity bastard. Yeah. Oh, I like being fruity. Maybe they were trying to say that you need to be capitalist, you stupid, dumb little fruity-ass fruit bowl gay bastards. All right? Now, let me go ahead and tweet out an article that's on ghost.report right now. Let me go ahead and tweet this out. Go ahead and tweet it out. Take a look at this article at ghost.report. Take a look at this. All right? Take a look at this, for Christ's sake, man. Take a look at that. Look at this. My Little Pony, all right? My Little Pony, capitalism is magic. Is My Little Pony really trying to subliminally turn its viewers into capitalists? But it went over the head of you fruits. Look at the article. Look at the damn article. But you see, you're weak. You males that look at this, you're freaking weak. And instead of actually looking at you being a goddamn capitalist, you're like, no, you know what? I want to be a little bit of a fruit bowl because my mother likes when I act like a little bit of a fruity ass. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So there you go, right there. Go to ghost.report. Type that in your browser right now. All right? Take a look at that. My Little Pony, capitalism is magic. Oh, you stupid brony fruits. Anyway, let me take a couple more calls here, and maybe somebody is going to enlighten us about something. I don't know. I doubt it. Let's see who else we have here. How about area code 308? What do you have to say?
308? Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, what do you got to say about all this cartoon fetish? Hey, are you having a problem? Here, let's put your phone number on Twitter. How about that? How about we can we say your phone number on the air? No, anyway, you stop laughing there, boy. What happened? Can we say your number on the air since everything's so funny? People may want to call you and see what's so funny. Can we do that? 308-870. Can we do that?
Hey,
I'm talking to you, boy.
Trolled, man. Hey, trolls.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Sit there and shut your mouth, and you speak when you're spoken to next time, you fruit bowl. When I tell you to laugh, then you laugh. Do you understand me? You understand me? What, now you're not going to talk? Now you're just going to sit there, cat got your tongue, you're not going to say a goddamn thing? Oh, he hung up. Oh, he hung up. Oh. Jesus Christ with these freaks, man. I'm telling you, look, this ain't radio graffiti yet, all right? Call his ass back, for Christ's sake. I'm not going to sit here and put up with this crap. Nobody going to answer now, boy, huh?
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
He just got his cell phone. He just got his Obama phone and didn't set up the goddamn freaking voicemail. That's what I thought. Look, we're talking about freaking cartoon fetish losers here, right? It ain't radio graffiti yet. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, who else do we have going on over here, for Christ's sake? I'm telling you, man, what a bunch of freaking... no one's going to talk for this? You people are all posting all this crap all over Twitter. No one's going to talk for this? Huh? Why don't you come out of the closet and tell us something about your little sexualized fetish of cartoons there, fruit bowl? 848, what do you got to say about this?
I'll have two number nines, a number 9 large and a number 6, with extra dip, a number 7, 2 45s, one with...
I mean, you see this? You see, this is what's happening here, folks, is that no one wants to confront the reality that what this whole goddamn fascination of cartoons and the sexualization of cartoons is freaking ridiculous. And it's freaking perverted. And no one wants to stand up. No one, as you can see, I'm opening up the phone lines to try to talk about this. No one wants to talk about it. No one wants to stand up for it. No one wants to sit here and say, no, you don't understand, Ghost. The reason that we're doing it... No, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. So once again, I'm trying to give the floor to anybody who is going to literally trying to convince me that this sexualization of cartoons, this adult fascination of cartoons is somewhat healthy. Now, I don't blame you people for not calling up. I didn't expect for you people to call up. You want to know why? Because just like you're embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for you. I'm embarrassed for you, and by you people not calling up and defending this crap, you're embarrassed for yourselves. And that's why you hide behind the fiber optically connected world we call the internet, and that's why you conduct yourself in this capacity. But I guarantee you there will come a day, and look, I've made prognostications before, and they've come to pass. Just ask all the European trolls that were trolling me back in 2010 and 2011. All right? Now, the reason is because those folks aren't, they're not trolling anymore. And the reason they're not trolling anymore is because they could potentially get thrown in jail for saying something against Yehudis, for heaven's sake. I mean, now the internet is so regulated in Europe, they can't do the garbage that they used to do. And I said to them, just as I'm telling you today, that they were going to come to an end, that there was going to be massive internet regulation in Europe. And instead, what did they do? They decided to go out, they trolled. I said that there was bad things coming to their countries. They decided not to listen. They trolled. They decided to become, stupid troll crews and all this other shit. And lo and behold, what happened? Now they're in the midst of a war zone of wild Yehudis that are cucking them in their home countries in real life. And they've got governments now that will ban them, just based upon posts they post on social media. And that's coming to the United States now. And as I stated, folks, this is it. This is it. And it has nothing to do with what I want. I've been wanting a free internet for a long time. But when you have a group of people, a massive amount of people ruin everything. And unfortunately, people have ruined the internet. And the reason people have ruined the internet, because I feel that people that are on the internet have no business being on there. That's why I think that we should rise the price of broadband. I'm serious, man. I personally believe that we should make it harder, all right, harder to be on the internet than what it is today. I don't believe that we should allow any imbecile to be on the internet. Look at what the internet has done. Look at what the internet is mostly used for right now, folks. It is used for stupid morons that really didn't understand the internet. Now that they understand it, they're downloading like Facebook apps and all this other crap. They're using the internet now to try to communicate with old flings from back in the old days, and they're using it to try to conjure up affairs and that sort of thing. So, and if you're not doing that, they're using it to sexualize everything from pornographic material to furries to cartoons. This is what the internet is for. So in my view, if anybody caused this internet regulation, it's all of you. And I have been nurturing you trolls and trying to tell you trolls for a long time that this was all going to come to an end. I tried to tell you, but instead you kept going and kept going. And, no, it's not going to happen, Ghost. They can't catch us all. Well, now it's going to happen. In the next 2 years, mark my word, in the next 2 years, no one will be able to get on the internet without identifying who you are. And when that day comes, I doubt I'll see you idiots that are in here posting this crap. And not to mention, you people that are posting this crap, this is all on your internet history now. Now that the internet history, the ISP situation has been passed, all this is now a part of your internet history. So now, as an employer, what I can do is I can go and I can buy your internet history as a potential background check, and as a result, I can make a judgment call on whether or not you, as how you conducted yourself online, posting ridiculous pictures and that sort of thing, whether or not I want you employed. You understand where this is all going, idiots? I'm trying to help you people. Instead, you want to be like, we're going to troll Ghost. Do you understand this is where it's going? You know that, right? All your internet history is going to be and you want to know why they want to sell it? They're going to sell it to background checkers, you idiots. Who do you think is going to want to buy your internet history? Background checkers and the government. The government. So that's why I'm telling you, you people that think that the internet is going to be this way, let me tell you, it's already cracking down, and it's going to get even worse. So you all can sit here and pretend that it ain't going to happen, but I guarantee you, each and every one of you that have conducted yourself in a very, very perverted, disgusting capacity, all right, very perverted or disgusting capacity, you all will rue the day that you thought that you were going to be able to conduct yourself like this on the internet, and now and people are like, wait, this is too serious. I thought this was a troll show. Hey, I'm telling you that you need to take things serious. If not, you ain't ever going to troll again. You ain't never going to control again. So that's why I'm telling you, folks, you all are all documented. That's why I always tell you everything that you do on the internet is documented, man. It is documented. I know that you idiots think that I'm behind 5,000, 9,000 proxies and you joke around about that crap. You don't understand. You remember Jew Goldstein with the Kurt Eckenwald scenario? They found Jew Goldstein behind a VPN while he was on a burner phone. Okay? So, and he was on Wi-Fi. It wasn't even his Wi-Fi on top of that. So if you all think that this is all going to continue to go without any kind of repercussion, I am telling you and I am warning you, all right? You better start curbing your trolling to where if it's interpreted by a third party, if somebody buys your internet history sometime in the future, or if you are known on the internet and you're finally exposed, and you got employers, you got government institutions, whatever you think that you're going to do in the future, this is going to be legal documentation that one can look over to make a judgment call on whether or not they're going to hire you as an employee. And let me tell you, I'm glad as an employer that this is happening, because I sure as hell don't want to hire anybody who has a sexualized fetish about goddamn cartoons. And not because, I'm discriminating and It has everything to do with a liability issue, because if you could sexualize a cartoon, what makes me think that you're not going to sexualize something in my goddamn business? You understand? I mean, what makes you think that you're not going to do something in the bathroom or something? You're not going to become some pervert. You're not going to drill some hole in I mean, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, this is the kind of thing that employers are going to have to think about, and you morons that think that you can be disgusting, despicable human beings on the internet, all this is documented, man. It's all documented. It's all there. You just wait and see. If you think, look, here we go with the autist and Aspies over here. Well, I mean, what do you mean? I mean, that's not fair that they're going to, purchase my internet history. Well, maybe it'll cost too much, and hey, keep on. You see, you autists and Asperger idiots, you're complaining to me as if I am the one with the authority to do something about it. You don't have to convince me. You have to convince Mr. and Mrs. Joe Sixpack in America, which many of you have trolled into cyber stalking hysteria, who are asking the Congress and asking the authorities to regulate this internet. So don't come at me. I mean, I've been wanting a free internet ever since the whole damn thing began. But with all due respect, you people made this way. You people thinking that you can post all this disgusting, filthy nonsense with no repercussion. And what I mean by that is, okay, yeah, you could post it all you want. But at some point, I believe, in my view, I don't think that anyone who posts things like sexualization of cartoons, I mean, I don't think that those people, should have the ability to anonymize themselves behind that. I think it's a very serious implication for society, and I think that if you idiots want to sexualize all this garbage, why don't you be like the LGBT and go out and be proud about it? But you don't. You want to know why you don't? Because, hey, you're not accepted. You are a very small segmented portion of society that makes believe that you're bigger than you are on the internets. And in my personal opinion, it's because of you people that the internet is going to be regulated. And to be honest with you, it's your fault. It's all of you troll terrorists and cyber vermin and you people that sexualize cartoons and you freaking perverts, you cyber stalkers, you catfishers, all you people. It's all your fault that here in the next 2 years, this internet internet as we know it is going to be no more. They're already pushing for, in the EU, the European Union, they're already pushing for Internet ID laws. Internet ID laws. So you're not even going to be able to get on the internet unless you have an ID. So keep on posting your perverted nonsense, okay? Keep posting your perverted crap, all right? It's all documented, and one day when you think that all this stuff that you did was, you forgot about it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you forgot about it, for Christ's sake. Well, then, it's going to come back around to haunt you. Here's another autist. If everybody should identify them, then why don't you identify yourself on the air? Hey, idiot. I don't want to identify myself on the air because you think I want a bunch of sexualized cartoon fetish autist Asperger morons knowing who I am? Do you think I want to see them coming up to me in the street and saying, I don't know who the hell knows what? I mean, I might have to hurt some people if that's the case, and I don't want to do that, all right? I don't want to do that. As a matter of fact, maybe I will say my identity right before the laws actually come into play, because everybody is going to be identified. Everybody. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, folks, we are now in the second and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And hey, look, you trolls, why are you arguing with me? I don't have the decision on whether or not the internet is regulated or not. You morons shaped the narrative. You know, that's what I talk about on True Capitalist Radio. You morons shaped the narrative. You shaped the narrative, and let me tell you something right now, man. I mean, this is why we are in a precarious situation in the internet today, because you people shape the narrative. I mean, take a look at the show Catfish. Take a look at all the internet affairs. Take a look at Facebook, believe it or not, is the most leading cause of divorce nowadays. Take a look at all the perversion that's on the internet. Take a look at the sexual child predators that utilize the internet, all right? That utilize the goddamn internet for sexual predator purposes. I mean, I'm telling you, this is a sick, disgusting, pathetic situation that the internet is in, and in my view, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I've done all I can. I mean, just Google up Capitalist Army SOPA, S-O-P-A, in 2010. That was the last time they tried to take over the internet, and that was a serious, serious takeover.
Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit mbusa.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just four walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit mbusa.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
So all I'm saying, all right, all I'm saying is this, is that if you got anybody to complain about internet regulation, and you took part in all this harassment and trolling and, you know, contributing to the vile disgust of the internet, you are the person to blame. You. And I blame each and every one of you. I blame you stupid furries. I blame you stupid bronies. I blame you stupid, dumb, harassing trolls. I blame you, individuals that just utilize the ability of the internet to harass people. It's you. Your fault. You did this. That's why the Internet's going to be regulated. It's not my choice, all right? So stop with the tweets that, well, why don't you... Hey, I'm not for this, all right? But it's happening. I'm an adult. I've been on this earth a long time, all right? There ain't no going back from this, man. You people have harassed too many people on the Internet. Now the people that supersede the amount of population that comprises trolls are coming out and asking their congressmen, asking their politicians, passing laws because of you. Because of you. So I hope that you all are proud of yourself, because the trolls are the ones that helped regulate the Internet. So I hope that you're all proud of yourselves, all right? Yeah, I hope that you're all proud of yourselves, you milky liquor, all right? So you can take your goddamn sexual cartoons, and you can take a goddamn stupid anime and all this other crap and shove it right up your goddamn loser ass, all right? Because you morons made this happen. You morons made it happen. So anyway, folks, once again, we're well into the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, we're not the True Capitalist. It's a Saturday Night Troll Show, for Christ's sake. My bad. See, I'm pissed off right now. I'm pissed off. And I wanted to have a decent time tonight. It's a Saturday Night Troll Show. But, instead of having a dialogue, which I tried to have with many of the people as it pertains to this ridiculous goddamn anime, tohu, hentai, furry, My Little Pony crap, we got nothing but a bunch of morons tweeting at me a bunch of vile, disgusting, pathetic pictures and pornographic pictures and that sort of thing. And then when I call these idiots out, what do? Oh, they delete the tweets and say it was April Fool's and all this other nonsense. Get the hell out of here, man, okay? Get the hell out of here. If you're going to post that crap, you stand by that crap there, you fruit bowl, all right? If you're proud to be a goddamn sick pervert, why don't you stand up and be proud to be a sick-ass pervert? Stupid son of a bitch. I'm telling you, I'm glad this is happening, because you want to be honest with you, regulating the Internet really doesn't faze me one bit. I mean, I don't really care. I mean, I'm telling you, folks, I took a 5-year hiatus off this show. I don't care if they take me off the air. I don't give a crap, okay? I'll go and do something else, okay? I'm not going to expect all these people like these Pootie Pie idiots. I can't believe you people holding water for Pootie Pie. This asshole made $24 million a couple of years ago, and yet you're like, oh, it's free speech. Oh, it's not fair, Pootie Pie. Hey, I kind of agree with what the hell YouTube did, because, look, I mean, they're a capitalist company, They're a capitalist company, and they are, according to analysts, they're going to lose $750 million in advertising revenue, because the majority of the people that watch these YouTube channels are these drama mega YouTube channels like Pootie Pie or Teamstar or Rice Gum or Leafy or these stupid, ridiculous idiots. And to be honest with you, I think it's about time that, they get kicked off of YouTube or weaned off YouTube, because if they were truly talented, then they would be able to open up their own little website. They'd be able to do their own crap, all right, and be able to host their own videos, but they're not. And the reason is because they're demonetizing these morons, and they're no longer at the top of the search anymore. Now that they have a whole new search algorithm, now they're losing people actually who want to view their video. And you see, that just goes to show you that it's not necessarily the content creator that is really the one motivating the viewership of the content creator on YouTube. It's the YouTube social media component. The fact that everybody is now going to YouTube as a means of looking and searching for video content is what makes the content creator on that service. And in my view, I kind of agree with YouTube here. I mean, why in the hell would you continue to sit here and allow advertisers to go away because you've got an idiot like PewDiePie and Keemstar and Leafy sitting here utilizing this means of media to basically attract nothing but a bunch of children. Attract nothing but a bunch of children. So I'm loving it. I think it's great because I think that the internet needs to be something done, man, in my opinion. We can't keep going like this. America and the world is getting dumber. I think that we're giving losers of society a means to give themselves an outlet in society out here. And in my view, I think that this is a very good thing. Anyway, once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the Saturday Night Troll Show. This is an April Fool's joke to all you idiots that are posting all this sick, twisted, troll, disgusting, cartoon fetish, sexualized crap. April Fools, I'm out of here.